Hello, this is Tina with Content Creators Club. I'm so excited to walk through today's newsletter deep dive. But before I go ahead and do this, make sure you grab the freebie in the description below. Or if you are watching this on my newsletter, definitely make sure to check out the offer below this video. So, with that being said, we're going to talk a little bit about the audience, sorry, the audience building struggle when you really have no followers. So, if you are someone who wants to build an audience, but you don't have a social media following, or for better lack of better words, you fucking hate social media, then this is probably the video for you. And so I really want to give you kind of like a trip back to memory lane situation. Also, like, I have a pro tip. Like, whenever you're looking, through your photos, or if you're getting that pesky message from iPhone saying that you running out of iCloud storage, I'm gonna recommend for you to go ahead and download Google Photos, because it is completely for free, and you go back up all your photos and your videos to Google Photos. And if you are running out of storage, like me, it's much cheaper to buy a storage plan than to buy a new phone. Also, like, I am low key a grandma, and like, I have an iPhone SE. Like, we're not buying a new phone here. Anyways, so I really wanted to mention this because this is important, right? Like, I did take a trip down memory lane because when I had to back up my photos, I was looking at all of my previous Google Photos, right? And so, you know, as I was backing up all my photos, I kind of like saw some of the content pieces that I've created like years ago. And so, like, for all my OGs who've been on my email list, if you're still there, say hi. Like, if you remember me from my coaching days, please say hi, because I want to know how many of you like have followed the journey. But if back in the day, like, I would actually post like daily to Instagram like, not reels didn't exist. Like, I would post daily to like Instagram stories, and I would conduct a mini training. I would actually pre-record them and do all these things. And so, I would do that. I remember, coming across a video where I was celebrating my first $17,500 cash month. That was definitely life-changing money, and like, I'm fairly young, so the fact that I got that at such a young age and actually made it happen, like, that was really cool. But I also remember seeing some of the testimonials of the clients that I worked with as a coach, and I was helping them make life changing money in their business. Like, that was very rewarding. It was very fulfilling. Sometimes I miss it. But I definitely value my peace, and I love my free calendar now. But maybe one day I'll create an offer where there's some level of coaching back to that. But anyways, like, I remember that girl. I remember that girl very well. And on the outside, that girl, it looked like she was doing great. Like I said, she was making life-changing money for other people's businesses. She was bringing $17,500 in cash. Like, she was doing fucking great. But on the outside, or sorry, on the inside, like, that girl was on the edge of burnout. That girl went to bed with anxiety, wondering when she was going to sign her next client. And that girl literally was fucking glued to her phone, like, to check social media notifications way too often. And that girl got into some arguments with her partner because she was glued to the phone. She couldn't turn it off, right? She couldn't turn off the business. And that girl was me. That girl was me 3+ years ago. And I thank her for putting in all the hard work and for what she accomplished at such a young age. But I also learned from her that things need to be different, right? And so the thing is that, like, I couldn't at the time keep up with the social media, the client calls, the sales calls, the DM management, the team management, the fucking everything. Like, I couldn't do it all by myself, and I did hire people, but then I ended up becoming a manager, and I like really hated it. Like, I just couldn't do it. And so you end up being in a situation, that girl was in a situation where she spent years building a business, but then you kind of realize that you built a business that feels somewhat like a trap. And so you can't really take a moment to step away from that, right? You create a business where if you take a break, you ask yourself, like, who would serve your clients? If you stopped posting on social media, where will your leads come from? All for the sake of doing what you love. But the thing that I want you to know is that just because you're doing what you love does not mean that you need to actually sacrifice your own world in order to get there. Because I am a full believer that you can do what you love and actually make a fucking difference in a person's life. I've done it. I've done it for many entrepreneurs, but you do not need to sacrifice your own world in order to make that happen, right? It's okay to be a giver, but like you also got to be like someone who receives and who, you know, enjoys life, because life has a lot of things to offer, right? And so this is why I spent the past 3 years creating an alternative business, one that allows me to serve thousands of people like you without posting on social media, chatting in the DMs, or hopping on sales calls, right? A business that allows me to focus on less on social media growth, but more on genuine connections, right? And focusing more on genuine connections means actually having conversations with people who want to go out of their way to talk to me, right? As an example, like I'm currently doing market research calls. By the way, if you haven't signed up for one, you probably should, because the likelihood that I'll ever, really have any live element is very rare. So, market research is the only time where I'm putting myself out there. But like it was a very different scenario, right? Like in my last business as a coaching business, like to hop on a call, to get anyone to show up on a call was so fucking hard. Now it's a very different scenario. Like I send one email and I'm booked all the way. I'm filming this in July, but I'm booked definitely like 1 month, 2 months out, right? Like that is crazy. And so that is the power of creating genuine connections. And in order for you to create genuine connections with people, you need to connect with people that actually want to hear from you, right? And so the way that I've been able to do this is it really comes down to the power of collaborations. Collaborations have helped me truly be able to be connected with the right fit audience that allows me to create connections, sell to them, give value to them, nurture them, things like that, teach them, all those things. And I am truly just such a big believer in collaborations. And I think it's important for you to be a big believer in collaborations as well, because if you are someone who really hates social media and really just wants to serve your fucking audience without actually having to serve the goddamn algorithm, like that is where collaborations come into place. And I honestly think that should be a tagline, like serve your audience, don't serve the algorithm. I'm gonna trademark that one day, so please don't take it. Anyways, I probably should make a note of that anyway. Anyways, so like if you are someone who wants to do that, then I think it's important for you to find the right fit collaborations. And that is why we created our collaborations membership, where basically we give you all the collaborations for the month that you could apply to join all those things on in this membership. Like in one email a month, you get all those resources so that you don't have to waste your time spending it on the internet, figuring out how do I find my audience, what do I need to do, like do I need to invest in Facebook ads, do I need to post on social media. Like I think that's a waste of your fucking time. Like collaborations truly are the best way for you to grow your audience. I've added thousands of people to my email list truly just through collaborations. And if you decide to join, you have 1 day left in order for you to be on the list of people who get that collaborations email. And so if you jump in on it and sign up to be an annual member, you not only secure founding members pricing, but you also get my self-liquidating opt-in strategy. It's my number one no work revenue no work revenue stream that allows me to add $1,000 at a minimum per year to my content business without an offer. And that works really fucking well with bundles and collaborations and everything that I give you in this membership. So definitely sign up to become a founding member. And if you do, I will deliver that strategy and that lesson to you on the week of August 12th. So super excited for you to do that. But in order for you to secure your spot, you have to sign up to be an annual member by August 5th. So that being said, I'll see you then. And I hope to welcome you into the membership. Bye.